Dear community members of Okahandja, allow me first and foremost to express our sincere gratitude to our entire government and the Namibian nation at large for the unwavering support and effort they have made towards development, peace and stability prevailing in our country today. Okahandja residents are in dear need for long overdue urban issues. Openness and transparency must be the norm of all daily practices in all levels of governance. The steering point must be the acceptance and the acknowledgement of the current community committee for the contribution that they have made since establishment in 2013. To level up the playing field for all local stakeholders and to empower the community to share responsibilities of local decision-making processes and on policies that affect the daily lives of the inhabitants of Okahandja. Workable democracy and local level allow the institution by law to establish a stable local representative organ which characterize the healthy, productive and efficient working relation amongst all stakeholders. However, it also forces challenges of striking the balances between the responsibility versus the competitiveness in the management structure and the service delivering part versus the current economic factors, just named but a few. The main aspect is the competitiveness of our administrators, their capability to find answers to questions like the standardization of services required by the community to make the accessibility to all walks of life in our society. However, if you take the above mentioned aspects into consideration, you will clearly discern that the existing code of conduct policies are being totally ignored by the respective workforce of the municipality at all. With those, we are looking at few of the most common grievances that we have received over the past years from our people. And the burning issue is the land issue, the affordability and the availability of land in Okahandja. However, seemingly that issue is the most debatable, sensitive topic over the past decades, which have literally cost the lives of innocent people being killed over the years. Harms of that past experience and backgrounds, we have engaged in a very fruitful dialogue with our town council on many occasions to bring about preferences to the locals. We clearly focusing on the way forward as our town mayor, Her Worship Valerie Aron, and her town council are busy to assist the community of Okahandja with the land issue predominantly. In our case in Okahandja, the land is available, but still need to be serviced before it can be sold out to any potential buyer to add value to the product is logic. Today, we must really applaud the current council for the effort to hear us out, because they are the first of its kind to invite the local community to present the case before the council. How we can be useful to assist the local authority to service the said new extensions in Okahandja to curb the labor cost. With such an energized and youthful town mayor piloting this project, I am very quite confident that we will achieve a lot in due course. We will strongly deal with the administration part of Okahandja municipality to be called to order by the council, as they are the ones who underperform in their respective duties of areas. That's why our town is dirty. We know by this time there are no amicable solutions to venture into private partnership initiatives through which they outsource their own responsibilities to service that land to private companies and developers. The reason for establishing such partnership varies generally due to the lack of funds, design, constructions, operations, and maintenance of public infrastructure services. Yes, such an approach accelerates the council's endeavors to increase the number of revenue delivered within a shorter period of time for quick money-making purposes. We are aware about the financial constraints of our local authority to sustain itself through the income to fuel high salaries for the upper class staff members, name water, name power, maintenance costs involved. But what about the poor people? How will they be able to afford to buy back land from the given developers? Will they remain homeless for the rest of their lives in their own country and town? Let me also use that opportunity to clear up some misunderstanding between me and the Regional Councillor, Honorable Steve Picoboys. My application for the F84 in Feathersdale proper area was an individual matter and a private issue, not a collective one as assumed by most of them. And I'm still on the waiting list like any other applicants who have applied for land in Okahandja. The bad legacy of grabbing land from us by the previous advantaged people before independence have angered many Namibians. Now they are coming back in the form of developers. Why can't the local authorities not embrace upon into partnership with his own local people to service that land? We believe there is a way out to satisfy the municipality financially and also cater for local people by way of creating jobs for the unemployed youth. We must start to invest in our future leaders. The residents should be used effectively by involving them into community work programs and sustainability projects for the development of this town. We are due to present our case before the council on the 21st January 2015 at 2 o'clock at the chambers in town, and hope we will come up with a gentleman agreement which will suit both parties. Let me make it clear today that the Okahandja Community Committee haven't promised anybody to be given even at any time, but we are still in negotiations with the legitimate council and will let you know in due course. We are negotiating on behalf of the community of Okahandja, and we will let you know our progress. The committee can also not be held accountable for any deposit money paid to unknown community members in your respective areas. Let our vision and action ultimately inspire us with hope and love. Let us, the residents of Okahandja, know you do have the interest of your people at heart, and wishing them all well and better living condition in the near future. Be prepared as a true leader to pay any price for your community, bear any burden, meet any hardship, oppose any view in order to secure the survival of the previous disadvantaged people of your town, irrespective of their origin. Work that extra mile for them. Hope we will find a genuine and long-lasting solution for the ordinary compatriots in the urban area, especially in Okahandja. Let our town be the first example of cross-partnership between local community and the town council itself. I thank you.